Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on GTA 5 today, going to be taking a look, well, at a couple of mods. First of all, this vehicle. This is the Coquette Phobos. I'm not sure if that's pronounced correctly. However, it's kind of along the lines of a C3 Corvette, just made in the GTA 5 style. Yes, the all-important question of does it have working pop-up headlights? It does. Really cool mod. Also love that the default colours it spawned in are kind of FailRace colours. Black, I mean orange interior, but yeah, it's a really cool vehicle. I very much like that one. And the reason why I have gone for, aside from it being an awesome car, gone for it, is I'm going to be playing around with a mod that adds in a, well, it's called Lamar's classic vehicle sort of work, essentially. I can't remember the official name now. It's just literally I looked it up before I started it. It's completely slipped my mind. Basically, you and Lamar, whichever character you want to play as, have a vehicle business, essentially, and you can do various different things with it. You can expand the business as you get various monetary upgrades, as you do various bits and pieces. Yeah, money comes in over time as things happen. You can buy and sell. So I'm not quite sure on all that. What I am sure on is there are missions to go and do. There is driving missions. There are time trials. There is Lowrider recovery. There are long haul missions. There are rivals. I think you go and take on. There you go. You go take on. I mean, surely that's just going to sort of crash into a cliff and then tumble slowly, painfully down it until it eventually ends up in the ocean? I don't know. These are all massively modified cars. They're a lot quicker than their basic vehicles. Speed trap missions. Here we go. Vinewood Hills speed trap. Shall we go and have a go at one of... Oh, 180... Okay. I'm going to hope that that's not 180 miles an hour as in the miles an hour that we have, and it's this GTA 5's fictional miles an hour value, because I'm not going to get to 180 for none of the cars without copious amounts of modding can. Although I should say there is, well, as I should say, there are other aspects to this mod as well, because there is their own sort of custom garage. Now, rather than the go to the game standard ones to upgrade your cars, what you can do instead is go over here, and this will give you the ability. It doesn't always pop up. You press E and it will bring it up. Actually, extra upgrades. Okay, so we can go do the normal upgrades. Max out the engine. I think I've got enough money on this. I've got 140,000. Max. I'll get the biggest turbo that we can do. So yeah, that's a bit of an expense, but we can also go engine power, and we can choose to apply like extra power through here, which will, okay, that's the power gain 120%. That seems like a lot. That also seems to have gone down. I'm not sure about the car. Let's just if we manage to, it's getting cheaper the more. Okay, this mod is a work in progress. I might have just cheated some stuff in there. Is this now made this car massively? Okay, I'm not sure it's done as much as I would have liked. It's certainly not done as much as it might have done in some places. I forgot how busy it was. It's been a while since I have kind of just messed around with no real reason in GTA, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that upgrade has actually applied it. It could be conflicted. I did take a little while getting this mod to work, so it might just be conflicted with something. Tell you what, we'll go with, I think we had about 100 times, so there we go. That's more like it. So that's the applicable level of power we've now got in our car. This should be good enough to do the whatever it is actually required. I think it might be supposed to be 180 kilometers an hour, which is going to be more achievable for cars within this game. We're going to have... Now we're talking. Now we've got enough power. We can get the tail out if you want, or you can just find a straightish bit of road and go for it. Much better. This is the sort of level of power we need in cars sometimes in GTA. I mean, the supercars are great and everything, but they are all sort of limited to about 120 miles an hour-ish. This is much more fun when you're holding on for dear life in your convertible Corvette. Oh, bloody hell. We've got a... Okay, we're going... Right, so yeah, it does look like it's kilometers an hour, essentially, that we are aiming for. I've got to get to 180. But as we go around, I mean, this is actually not going to be very easy to do. I don't even know if we're going to have the grip, even with, we might have got the power, but I don't even know if we've got the grip to make this work. Car? No, that's going to be way off. It's 108. I guess we might be better off attacking it from this direction, probably. This way you'd probably be able to get a little bit more speed. That is surprisingly difficult. Yeah, I guess this way you can potentially kind of run up there. I mean, it would very much be a throw car at wall. To the space we go, and landed it. You're going to need a hell of a car to manage that. This has definitely got the power to do it. It's just not got the grip, anywhere near the grip, to get that one to work. Now, I'm going to teleport around because it is quicker than the whole driving backwards and forwards. If you are, if you want to do your driving missions backwards and forwards, if you want to drive between missions and so on, fair enough. For the sake of the video, I am going to speed things up with some teleporting. So that was a speed trap. Let's have a look at another one, shall we? Vespucci Beach or LSIA speed trap, 235. I don't actually know what you get in terms of a reward for these. Would be perhaps quite nice to teleport to the start of the missions or towards the area. Okay, so it is down here. We will just go and dump ourselves over here. But I guess I have the power. 200 and something miles an hour. Well, kilometers an hour. I'm gonna go with that. Coquette, we should be good to be able to do this. You should have more than enough power to... It probably is going to get to near enough the 200 miles an hour. Yeah, it's got 180 in the Coquette as it is across the line. Ooh, 298. It's 25 grand. So, yeah, I mean, you can certainly make some money. You can certainly make some money with these. Much like when I was playing around with the drag racing mod, kind of making a career mode out of that. You know, this can be another sort of career mode if you are so inclined. There are speed traps. One thing we can go. Let's just pressing the wrong key. Jump back over here. Oh, a little bit wonkily parked. Not very well teleport. We need to learn a better use of the teleporter. Right. Shall we go and have a go at a rivals? That was terrible English, but never mind. Or should we just go for a race? Sure, races. Tongva Hills Rush. Cool. God knows what the AI... the AI... Racing against the AI in GTA 5, it's always fun and games. It's always fun and games because they are not exactly good most of the time. Where are we going? That is a good question. There is a lot of different icons appearing. Is that the race that we need to go to? Hold on, let's just... Okay, I'm going to point myself at the race. There's a lot of icons, of course, on the map. To get this mod to work, you need to have the Open All Interiors mod, and that does give you a lot of icons on the map. I'm going to presume that it is that. It looks about right. There we go. Oh, bloody hell. I am just about ready for this race. There are a lot of entities and... the hell is that? I'm not even sure. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. I've forgotten my GTA 5 cars. I don't actually know what that thing there is. It's something pretty fast. We've got our slightly cheating. Okay, so these cars here are not massively, OP, silly power vehicles. Oh, they're having their own crashes. Dodge the Sand Kings with the Coquettes. There is no... I guess we could, if we wanted to, put on our own little... marker on the map. I'm pretty sure the AIs we were racing against just batted a Sand King out of the way. That's one way to do it, guys. That is one way to do it. Or... No, not in the petrol station. Not well, we're going to have to go through it. Quick, recover. A little bit unfortunate. Thankfully, we are still far enough away. Oh no, we've broken our lovely Coquettes. Just about okay through there. That is one of the downsides. When you're playing around with the car this much speed, it's easy to get caught out by suddenly traffic appearing in places where you're not quite ready for it. Especially when you're doing 180 miles an hour through the city. Whoa! And... hey, don't mind me. Of all of the possible ways we could have had a crash, that was, fairly minor for you. That was a fairly minor crashing experience. Right, that was one of the races. Shall we have a look at the rivals? Because they're supposed to be against some very, very fast cars, if I have read things correctly. What do you do? Oh, I guess you go into the car park down there. No, I thought I was safely out of the way of everybody. God damn it. We're a little bit dinged up. We're probably going to be a little bit dinged up when we're racing at 150 through the city streets. Let's see how fast these rivals are. We have got, here we go, rivals. Let's go. I mean, we've got to go and race the links, haven't we? Vinewood Hills, also fairly close by, which is good. Oh, we're just going to go punch something. Well done, Michael. And we will go to... Has it spawned in? That is the question. Yes, it does look like it has. There's a checkered flag over in that direction somewhere. Ah, there it is. Right, I'm going to teleport myself a little bit away so we don't just immediately activate the race once we get there. Right. So, we are up against a Lynx. I think, was that the one that was the silly expensive car that is not massively quick? Ah, there it is. But this one here may well have been tinkered with. In fact, judging by the fact that it is pretty much out-accelerated me for a bit there. Now, it is, of course, going to be how brave is the AI going to go with a fast car? Will they behave themselves? Will they not? Yeah, I mean, he's got a bit of a shift on down there. Now, this is not a fault of the mod. This is just the way the AI drivers are. Unfortunately, my friend, I could have beaten you with the standard one of these, because this does about 105. And yoink! Oh, that's a good amount of money. We need to do this. Forget the drag racing. Who needs the drag racing career mode when you can race these guys for 100 grand a pop? And that would probably be beatable with, well, maybe that coquette, certainly. Okay. Okay, that's... I was expecting those cars to be faster. Let's go have a look if... Oh! Apparently, we had some momentum. Either that or the coquettes just got a little bit bored and decided, you know what, I'm going to go forward. Just for fun. I'm going to go forward. We'll make sure Michael falls over at least once during a video. I mean, we haven't rolled enough cars, so I guess rolling Michael is good enough. Let's go race Dino then. If... I mean, that's probably the quickest of the cars on that list. See if... I think that was at the airport? Did they say? No, maybe not there. Oh, okay, no, it was up over here, wasn't it? Never mind. I swear it was LSIA where location was. I might have just misread something. Okay, let's go. This is where it's going to teleport me pointing sideways. Sorry, I've got to get out of the way. I mean, I could have made life very difficult. In the end, I chose not to. Okay, how fast is the entity? Oh, there was a puff of black smoke from his car. Hold on. I've got a new fun and games to play. Apparently, we climb over the back. This is not quite, I don't think, what was intended with the. With the coquettes, like collision detection and so on. Oh, we're not gonna. There we go. Oh, I've got a new game. We've got Distracto. I might end up losing this race. We've got to try and do an overtake. Here is what I want. I want to do an overtake, just cleanly climbing over the entity. You know, if you can't go round, I mean, of course we could easily overtake it, but I want to climb over it cleanly-ish. We can definitely do it better. Unfortunately, it's like a long curve we've got going on. I'm not sure whether this is a wonky hitbox, a slightly different hitbox around the coquette or around that entity. Oh, we've all had a bit of a spin. I might have made him crash slightly. Goodbye. Oh, he's just got the bonnet up. Just, you know, that's fine. Just go with that. Just flap that around. It'll be like a big old air brake for you. Okay, they're not as fast as I thought they were going to be. They are not as fast as I thought they were going to be. And that's another 100 grand. My brakes are no good. Of course, the power modification has given us a lot of speed in this. Little in the way of braking. I do like, though, that the mod can turn off AI traffic. Does it? Okay, this new investigate. I've got very distracto, but does this climb over anything, or is it just the entity that it climbs over? And... seems like it's just the entity. Okay, the entity is lower. We're not going to climb over a panto, are we? Or are we? Yes, we must test for science. Okay, we're not going to climb over it. What we are going to do is lift up the back of it and just push. No. Okay, so something strange with... Oh, sometimes you've got to love GTA 5. A little bit weirdness. A little bit weirdness. I mean, poor car. It has been through the wars a little bit. It's a very nice car to have gone through the wars. Shall we go and try so long haul emissions? These will see us have to take... Why is that? Dink. Oh, I think it's spawned in. I did test one of these. Oh, it's spawned in. It spawned in the truck and trailer on a fire hydrant and then did damage to the vehicles. Brilliant. As I said, bit of a work in progress mod at the moment, but the idea is very, very cool. The idea is very, very cool to be able to do this. Of course, I could teleport myself and cheat this, but that would be no fun. We've got to go over there. New idea. Can I deliver the vehicle with this on maximum boost or maximum power? Yes, I want a 400 times power truck. 2 miles. Can I get 2 miles without dinking? We're just going to say 163 is the maximum in terms of money here. Can I drive a maximum boost truck and not do silly things? Of course, if you want to drive this like, you know, Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, you can. Or you can whack the power up and just try not to crash. Which is my preferred option. Of course, if I want to do say if I want to do real serious trucking, I'm probably going to play one of those games. In this, I want to try to hold on to a truck at 140 miles an hour through a city. That seems like the fun way. And I love that there are the tools in GTA 5 to do this. You know, thanks to all the mods, thanks to the traders and so on. But yeah, if you wanted to do, if you want to play this stuff seriously, you're more than able to. If you want to play through these missions as a proper trucking simulator game, you can go for it. Hell, you could even go for a first-person trucking experience if you really want. Probably change the field of view as well to be considerably better if you were wanting to do that. Come on, Feltzer, you're in a supercar. I'm in a super truck. That's not how traffic lights work, guys. Pretty sure you're not supposed to be turning across. Oh, we can make those lights. Okay, we didn't make those lights. We didn't make those lights at all. We're not stopping there. I'm probably safer just going for it. Gonna be honest. This is there is too much power. There is just too much power at your disposal with this. Oh, those traffic lights do not stay green for very long whatsoever. There's a car there. I think we're going to swerve across there. Don't really have... The lack of mirrors is a little bit difficult. Go! Go, sports... I think you're a sports car. I can't see you anymore. Oh, you are a sports car. Fantastic. Something... I'm hoping whatever's alongside us there has buggered off. Nope, it's still there. Oh, I've got to make the lights. It's fine. He didn't. And now we can go for some real speedy zooms in this. Look at it go. I'm essentially drifting the cab of the truck and the trailer's just sort of following along. Oh, I blinked a cone. I think I've done a terrible job of getting the truck in through that gate. Oh, yeah, I've done a terrible job. Oh, no, it's costing... Wait, what? The truck doesn't fit. We have a small issue. How is one supposed to deliver a truck? Actually, you know what? No, I'm not delivering your truck. You're going to charge me money. You're going to be charging me money for this delivery because I've broken everything. So is there an incentive to go and do it? Oh. I mean... That's staying... I had nothing to do with it at all. Truck away! Many wheel spins away. So, after the little bit of messing around with a silly, powerful truck, reloaded the game because I think I might have broken the mission a little bit. Shall we... I was going to have a look at the Lowrider recovery mission. I'm not quite sure what these are. Faction 3 sounds like a fun vehicle. 100,000 for... Now, I'm not 100% sure if this means I've got to go find or I've got to get a faction. Possibly. Maybe. I mean... it's... I guess. I would probably... you can actually get a faction 3 normally. We're going to spawn in one because I'm curious to know how it's going to... How it's going to work. So if we spawn in a faction... Faction 3. So yeah, it is as I thought it was. Right, okay. Actually, it's an interesting... So, basically, you've got to go find the vehicle. You got to go... So whatever vehicle it is that you want, that they want sourced, you've got to go find that and then deliver it. Now, of course, the donk, you're not going to be able to find... Most of them are not going to spawn in single player. So you'd have to install a mod to allow you to go to the... was it Benny's workshop? The warehouse is over here, so we will head in that direction. They're kind of fun little. That's kind of, yeah, a fun idea. Certainly, whoopsie daisy. We're gonna go for some spins. Some of these might be a little bit too difficult to acquire. Be difficult to acquire normally, and you'd potentially need some. I think they'll all be lowriders, so you'd probably have to get Benny's workshop. And again, if you want to do it sort of lore friendly, you know, you have to go find a faction and then turn it into a donk. You might not make a huge amount of profit, depending on how much the conversions. I can't remember how much the conversions are. I like a lot of the ideas behind this mod. It is a little rough in places. You know, racing is always difficult with the GTA 5 AI. They're just not particularly great when it comes to racing. It's not too much to be done. I think there's a faster drivers mod around somewhere that might help a little bit with that. But again, you've got to bear in mind, this is not at all what GTA 5 was, you know, initially perhaps, well, I say initially intended for. It wasn't, you know, this is adding an entire new little mini game, a little career mode, if you like, to play through. I really like the idea of it. And there we go. Okay, so they can store that and sell it for later. I guess you could sell bits and pieces. It's kind of like some of the online missions. Only you can do it single player, so you don't have to worry about people blowing you up with the £10 million orbital cannons. And yeah, I love the idea. It does need a little bit of work here and there. It is a little bit on the on the rough side, but the idea of having your own sort of custom car business, I was kind of showing stuff off quickly rather than playing through it ultimate lore friendliness with overpowered stuff and derping around. But the idea is really, really rather excellent. So yeah, I recommend you go check it out. You will need the open all interiors mod to get into the dealership to be able to start the missions. I'll link the mods used in the description so you can download them, have a go with them yourself, and I do recommend you give it a try. That though is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.